Find Chapter 8. Catriona drove through the outskirts of Copenhagen, looking around at what she thought was remarkably similar cityscape to those she would have back home. Of course there were differences. The language and many of the signs for a start. But here and there were green spaces with trees, other 2, 3, 4 story buildings, many often in red brick. But as she drove in to the city, she became vaguely aware that she had no idea where to find a gentleman's club in Denmark. New paragraph. Where would these be, Tiff? Asked Kat. I mean, I've no experience. I don't go out clubbing and then piling on into gentlemen's clubs. It's not what I do. I'm not sure Luigi even would have been to any. New paragraph. Don't be so sure, said Tiff. I mean, you didn't know he was a thief. New paragraph. He's not a thief. I keep telling you, that's why we're doing this. He's not a thief. There's just some confusion over this, and we're going to clear it up. I tell you what, we'll drive into town till I can see something that looks a little bit seedy, and then we'll drop his name. See if we can get some work or something. New paragraph. Kat continued to drive further into the centre of Copenhagen, and the traffic had started to build. It was the middle of the afternoon, and eventually they decided to park up and begin to look around. There were a number of bars, but much of the area had a classiness to it. New paragraph. Side streets, said Tiff. They usually down side streets. I mean, they don't have big entrances generally, do they? New paragraph. I guess you're right. Come on then, Kat said to Tiff. But stay close. I don't trust alleys in any major city. New paragraph. Over the next hour, the pair trolled around through the streets of Copenhagen, checking down every alley, almost scared to go and ask, until they came to a part of town which seemed less salubrious than the rest. The street was clean, as the rest of Copenhagen was, but the alley was dingy, closed away from the light, and as Kat passed the door, she saw an image of a woman, posed rather erotically, with nothing on. New paragraph. We'll try there, said Kat, and marched up to a large black door, rapping it loudly with her fist. New paragraph. What is it? We're shut. Kat banged the door even louder. Okay, hang on. I'm coming. Correction. Kat heard noises. A man shouting. But it was in Danish, so she had no idea what was being said. The door opened, and a man looked at the pair of them. New paragraph. Excuse me, said Kat. I'm looking for some work. New paragraph. The man looked down at Kat, almost sizing her up, and then at Tiff. You're English, she said. New paragraph. No, said Kat. I'm Scottish. But I need work. We're stuck here at the university, and I can't afford to pay my bills. I need work. New paragraph. What sort of work? Asked the man. Do you mean the bar? New paragraph. Whatever. I have a friend who said that Mr. Clausen Trick on women for work. Well, I need that sort of work. New paragraph. Mr. Clausen doesn't see anyone, said the man. Cat looked up. A large black man with wide shoulders, dressed in a black shirt and smart trousers. Your information is wrong, he said. Mr. Clausen doesn't need to have anyone working for him. Goodbye. And with that, the door was promptly shut in Cat's face. New paragraph. Maybe he just didn't look good enough for them, said Tiff. New paragraph. I'll have you know I can look as well as the best of them. Cat stuck her nose up to the air and marched off, but it suddenly dawned on her that she'd told her niece that she looked as good as any stripper in the land. This wasn't really the image she wanted to be giving to a younger member of the family. It's not helping us though, said Cat. We need to get in. Come on, let's check a few more of these places. New paragraph. He was bothered when you said Clausen. You asked specifically for Clausen, said Tiff. I think you should ask for Clausen anymore. Just get a job. New paragraph. But there could be any number of people working these things, owning them. It could take us ages to find them. And I don't speak any decent Danish to inquire. New paragraph. Did you say you needed work? It was a voice from across the street, and Cat recognised the English accent. She turned to see a girl of maybe 20, with long blonde hair, and standing a good 6'2". She was thin, and cut more of an elegant figure than most. New paragraph. Yes, I need to get work. I can't afford the fees up at the university. Do you know of any work I can get? New paragraph. I do, but it's not the best work, said the girl. I'm Emily, and I just got out of that sort of work. But I'll tell you where to go if you need it. New paragraph. A friend of mine said Clausen was the man to work for. Cat saw Emily's face grimace. He pays well. He's not the nicest though. I'm well off out of that. Are you both looking for a job? New paragraph. Cat could hear Tiff about to say yes, and cut her off with a brutal no. Just me. My sister doesn't need to do that sort of work. I'll be doing it. Cat wondered what this protective instinct was in her. After all, she wasn't going to do this particular type of work either. All she wanted was to find Clausen. New paragraph. If you go round the corner, said Emily, there's a big poster on the wall. It should have a time and a date for some auditions. Mr. Clausen usually likes to vet his own girls, so maybe that's what you want to be at. New paragraph. Thank you, said Cat. We'll do that. And as she went to walk up the street, Emily shouted again. New paragraph. Just be careful. As I said, he pays well, but he can be a bit hands-on, if you understand my meaning. Cat nodded and began to walk off round the corner. She heard Tiff following behind her, catching up and saying, what does she mean he's a bit hands-on? New paragraph. That was the thing about Tiff.